You're good at what you do, but not for the right reasons. That's all I'm saying.
They don't want to debate me because they can't debate me. They can't say one thing I said that's wrong. They can't name one data point. They just come up here and insult. You, my friend, are why we are going to beat you guys historically, because you are afraid to have a debate.
Cocky, smug college kid insults Charlie Kirk and then just gets absolutely wrecked. As I'm sure you guys know, the left loves engaging in credentialism. They just can't help themselves. No matter what it comes down to, they will always push this idea of college education, making you smarter and more knowledgeable and all this other stuff and this liberal elitism at all times. But there are exceptions to that sometimes that you'll see, because unsurprisingly, left-wingers are generally extreme hypocrites who will only use an argument when it suits their needs and ditch it when it doesn't. You want a prime example? Look at Tim Walz right now. They're trying to pass him off as some kind of, regular guy who just came from a working family. He went to a state college, humble means. He's so white that even pepper is spicy to him. Yeah, that's not a joke, by the way. Look into that cringy taco video he made with Kamala Harris, where he talked about how in Minnesota they used to eat tacos with pepper and they thought that was spicy. Never mind the fact that Tim Walz was in a taco cooking competition and used a lot more spices with his winning recipe than pepper, but that's okay. They're totally fake and we already all knew that anyways. But notice now how they're attacking JD Vance as weird and out of touch and even suggesting he's elite sometimes, because JD has his, wait for it, JD from a Yale law school. But hey, you can't expect these people to be morally consistent or decent because, well, let's be real. This is a party that literally believes in terminating children right before they're born, or in some cases after, as well as doing sex changes of sorts upon them, or some like to call it gender-affirming care. All that to say, there's obviously no morality with this party. They've ditched that a long time ago. So it almost feels fruitless to even call out their hypocrisy because, well, they don't care. They just don't. With all that being said, guys, this is going to be a lot of fun, so we're going to get right to the video. As always, everybody, help us out. Please be sure to like our video, share it around, and yes, if you can, subscribe to the Resist the Mainstream YouTube channel, especially if you're new, so we can keep delivering you guys this great content. As always, everybody, I'm your host, Arian. Let's get into it.
Hey, Kirk. My question is sort of a question/compliment. You're a very good public speaker. And I think a lot of people here might struggle with that. What I'm curious is somebody with so little education beyond high school and, just experience in the field, how are you able to so confidently just kind of word vomit, right? You said pretty much every question you've answered has been no answer. You've just kind of said what conservatives want to hear. So really all of your work is not a debate. It's just confirmation bias. Okay. So
want to have a debate?
Sorry?
You want a debate?
No, I'm good. I'm just curious where you learned.
Okay. You sure?
Where you learned how to public
I'm a
speak.
high school graduate. You're in college, man. Let's debate. I vomit for a living, you said.
If this kid thinks that Charlie Kirk is word vomiting, I don't think he even wants to hear what Joe Biden has to say.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
And that's not the only thing Joe Biden is vomiting on. It's also our great American economy, which maybe it's not so great at this point. And that is why, guys, I have decided to partner with Goldco, okay? Because as the value of the dollar has historically dropped, especially under Joe Biden's tenure, the value of gold has gone up. And I think it's a great hedge against inflation. So check it out, guys. I highly recommend you look into it. Go to rtmgold.com. You can go type in your web browser or go to the link in your description. What's more, you can get your IRA or 401k rolled over, penalty and tax free. Yes, you heard that right, guys. So head on over to rtmgold.com today.
Come on, let's debate.
No, I'm not here to debate. That's not,
No,
that's not my question.
You're just here to insult me.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
You're a hero.
Where did you learn how to public speak? Because you're really good at lying out of your
What have I lied about? Name one thing I lied tonight about. Name a second thing. No, name a stat. I said that's wrong.
You said 11 million jobs. You said 50%.
Yes, 11 million jobs are open for blue-collar work according to Mike Rowe and according to 3 independent studies according to the Department of Labor. Name another stat I said that's wrong.
I guess my main point
No, name a
is
third stat that I said that's wrong.
When you say a stat or you just say numbers, it's helpful usually when you're public speaking to say where you got that information. Because people who disagree with you might not.
So give me, no, but you give some examples. Where did I lie or say a stat that's not true?
You need to work on not doing confirmation bias.
Wait, hold on, no, but you.
This is how these left-wingers always are. It's It's the same old thing. First they say you're wrong, you say, how am I wrong? They say, well, you're being misleading. And then they say you lied, you say, how did I lie? Oh, well, you know, I'm just saying that you're being dishonest. And yo, get your story straight. It doesn't even make any sense anymore. Also, I think it's very important we make the distinction between an assertion and an argument. This guy has been making nonstop assertions, but has nothing to back them up, hence them just being assertions and not an argument. A real, well thought out argument will have supporting evidence, analysis, etc. to prove the point. But that just speaks to our current culture. People, I think, en masse have largely become very stupid, and you can see this with their dropping IQs. I'm not just making it up. And they also lack the ability to critically and analytically think as well as converse with other people. It's really quite depressing, to be honest, but hey, what can you do other than continue to laugh at these idiots in hopes that other people will see it and think, hey, I don't want to be like that. I'm going to try to get a little smarter. I know that's what happened to me over time, and believe me, while I still have plenty of learning to do and always will, wow, I am glad I'm not on the level of some of these simpletons we see, especially on the college campuses. It's pretty insane.
You come up here and say, oh, how did you with a high school education learn to spew BS? Say one thing I said that was wrong, misleading, unfactual, not rooted in data. One thing.
You're doing it right now.
I'm asking you a question.
I was just making a comment and you're spinning it. That's what you're really good at. That's why I think you're a good.
No, you came up here and insulted me. I'm asking you, how have I misled this audience? And you come unprepared, like not with a single data. I thought you'd at least have like one gotcha, man. Like one number, like one thing. 11 million job openings according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics that require muscular labor and require just a 6-month technical training degree. That is true. At the apex, 15,000 people coming across the southern border every single day. I even said it's down a little bit. That is true. What have I said that's incorrect?
What do next? You're good at what you do, but not for the right reasons. That's all I'm saying.
They don't want to debate me because they can't debate me. They can't say one thing I said that's wrong. They can't name one data point. They just come up here and insult. You, my friend, are why we are going to beat you guys historically, because you are afraid to have a debate. It's so amazing, the smugness. How'd you learn to speak like this in word vomit? Oh, what'd I say that's true? Everything. Name one thing. Name another thing. Name another thing. Yeah, you should ask for money back at KU. They're really scamming you, man. You'd think you'd have one little thing. All right.
He just did the classic leftist hit and run. First you go up, you make some ridiculous assertion. Then you get angry when they prove your point wrong, and even though you have no substance to prove your own point. And then once you push your point a little bit harder and continue to fail, you just either call the opponent a racist, run away, or both. You forgo the first option, but believe me, we see that all the time, and it's pretty insane. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. As always, please, please, please comment below. Let us know what you liked about the video, what kind of content you want to see in the future, and we'll see you guys again soon. Thanks, and God bless.